A boy, Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am. But right in front of me was the answer. On Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. Ho, ho, ho.
Hello, Star Wars fans. You know, there are only 15 days until Christmas 2024. And 14 days, 2 weeks until Christmas Eve, when Santa heads out on the sleigh to deliver presents to all the nice boys and girls around the world. So it's good to see all of you here today. Jedi Mike, first one in the building. Good to see you, my friend. Very good. Thank you so much for being here. Mike Yaney, hello. Hello, Star Wars Fits. Good to see you, Kieran. Thanks for being here. KG, hello. We've got a lot of you all here who are on our wall of fame. Thanks for being here. Mumbo Jimbo. Good to see you. And who else we have here? You guys, good to see all of you. How about none of the above on the poll, right? Well, okay. So I posted a poll right before it started. And the question is, who is Jadna Wood, right? Is he a former Padawan or Jedi? Is he a former Sith? Is he not even a Force user, right? Is he a pretend, a wannabe, a faker, big faker, right? No, who is he? And that's the question. So I guess there would be a fourth option that I should have put on there. The fourth option would have been he's a Force. He's neither Jedi nor Sith, but is a Force user, right? That would have been the other one. So former Jedi, former Sith, a Force user, neither Jedi nor Sith, or a non-Force user entirely, right? So who is he? What was he? And what's his background? Those are good questions. And, we've got some hints to that, being the casting list lists a Jedi with the same name, like same last name, Wood, whatever. So he's the sibling, he's the son, he's the spouse, he's what relationship to the Jedi that has that Wood as the last name? So that's a good question. They're really good. So we got a couple other food. Quentin, oh my goodness, good to see you, my friend. What's good, y'all? The skeleton crew is good, if you ask me. Yeah, Fitz is Peanut is quite happy. She's having a good time back there, making lots of noise. She's in a good mood. Pew pew. Hello, Sabersmith. Good to see you. Got a prediction for the end of the show. Oh, the end of the show entirely. That could be fun. Let us know. What is it? Mike Yaney. I heard a theory that maybe a relative of his trained him in the Force. Oh, interesting. Fitz, he's the father of Mara Jade. Whoa. Trying to get in trouble. Skywalker's Academy, good to see you, my friend. Dale, thanks for being here. KG says, I think they removed Nina Nawood off the Google cast. Yeah, I saw a guy who likes Star Wars. So I saw Mike talking about that yesterday. And I think that's, coming and going. But I think she exists. And I think we're going to find out more as the show unfolds. And we'll find out where that goes. Fuzzball will end up being KB's pet. Oh, Fuzzball from Captain EO, right? So thanks for that. Baymax Peanut is lively. Shame about the viewership. Hopefully it picks up with word of mouth. That I think so too. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this show unfolds. And we talked about it a little bit in context of the Acolyte, right? Every single streaming show on every single platform loses some of its initial viewership. So people watch the first episode or two and they decide this show's not for me, and they quit watching. Doesn't matter how good it is or how bad it is, right? People fall off. The question is how quickly people fall off and how many replace, right? So will it shrink in viewership, stay the same, or will it grow? And the hope is at least over time that it will grow, right? That maybe it won't have high numbers during its airing. People may wait until the whole thing's over. Because I've heard a lot of people say, well, the first couple of episodes of this show was good, and then it fell off the cliff. And then first couple of episodes of this other show was pretty good, and then it fell off the cliff. And then I liked the first episode of this one, but then the rest of it was terrible. You see those kind of responses from different folks. So you may have a wait and see attitude, right? Let's wait until all the episodes come out. I'll wait and find out what other people think of it, and then maybe I'll go and watch it. I've been burned too many times before. And then there's those of us who've been primarily happy, and we're letting other people know, hey, I'm really enjoying this show. So hopefully we get a nice replacement. We get a nice growth over time. And even if not by the end of the series, when they're releasing over the next year, much like the I got tripped up. What Andor? Much like Andor, it's kind of grown in people's memory, and it's kind of grown in word of mouth, and that's brought maybe some more folks to that series as well. We're hoping that season 2 of Andor will have stronger viewership than season 1 because its reputation and word of mouth. So hopefully that's it. Baymax. Jod used to go by the name of Rod. I'm not reading the rest of that, Baymax. You guys see what he did, right? Thrawn Kill. What's the name? What is all of this Star Wars malarkey, right? Good to see you, Thrawn Kill. Thanks for being here. Can't wait for tonight's episode. I'm excited as well. There's a couple of things that I want to cover here before we get too much into our predictions. Yeah, KG, there's several reasons for the low viewership. Yeah, it's much like Solo, right? The movie. There's several reasons why its viewership was what it was, why its box office was what it was. You can't put your finger on just one reason. There's kind of a sum of reasons, right? So some of this, some of that, some of the other, you put all of those together to come up with why Solo's viewership was down, box office was down. I think the same is true here. There's several things contributing to it. Some people saying, well, if it doesn't have Skywalkers, doesn't have Jedi and Sith, it doesn't involve the galactic civil war, doesn't involve the Senate and the rebellion, then it's not Star Wars for me. And that's going to be the case. There are going to be people who say, no, I'm only interested in that George Lucas era of Star Wars going from the prequels through Return of the Jedi. Nothing else for me. Other people, they're like, they've grown up and they're like, this looks too childish. Not interested. Other people, I don't see lightsabers and no thanks. Right. So there's a host of reasons. And then others will be, well, I don't watch streaming Star Wars anymore. I only like the movies. Right. There's a whole host of those, and they all add up together to be why the viewership is what it is. Also, let's wait until we get the full picture. Right. People are taking these snapshots. I think Meg covered it perfectly the other day. Right. There's lots of lots of snapshots we get, and over time, we have to wait for the full numbers to come out. And so you're getting little snapshots that are kind of giving you a hint of what things might be, but we don't know the full thing yet, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna, just because I want to avoid spoilers for people on other things. We're going to keep the topic to Skeleton Crew for the most part. I saw your comment there, Fitz. Yes. KG, the state of Star Wars. People think it's just a kid's show. Christmas season, right? It'll grow. I do think it will grow. Potential of season 2 for Skeleton Crew. It all depends, doesn't it? If the show continues to grow by word of mouth, and the writers have already said they've got an idea for a time jump forward that would involve the same characters, different kind of story plot. Also, what's going on in the Mandoverse as a whole? Can't forget that this series, Skeleton Crew, starts right after about season 3 of Mandalorian. So right about the end of season 3 of The Mandalorian. We're in that Mandoverse era. What's going to happen as we see Ahsoka season 2 unfold, as well as the Mandalorian Grogu movie, as well as Dave Filoni's movie that he puts kind of all of it together? And where would season 2 fall on that timeline? Before, after the movie, the events of the movie, after the events of the movie, and what's the galaxy as a whole look like in that time era? So I think the potential is exists, but not sure. Yeah, Baymax, it's all the Acolyte's fault. Yeah, that's what people will say. Oh my goodness. Chillmonger, hello. Word of mouth can reverse the low viewership. It can. Absolutely it can. Seems like the Shadow Council are in Mando Grogu. Yeah, I'm going to stay out of Mando Grogu details to some degree today. Andor started low too. Yeah, and it didn't really grow to like top level during its run. It's kind of maintained and grown some fan base since it initially aired, and I think we will see it grow from there. There's a reason we would. I didn't mean to click that. I know friends who only watch the live action, not the animated series. Yes. And I know people who only watch the movies. They don't want to watch the other stuff. Mike Porter, hello. The chosen pun is with us here today. Good to see you. There he is, the chosen pun, Mike Porter. There's the link to his Twitter X account. You guys make sure you're following Mike Porter for his dad jokes and just general enjoyment, fan of all these franchises. Mike Porter's absolutely the best. Thanks for being here, Mike. Aggressively relaxing. But think about how many people are going to say that they watched it like they do Rebels in a couple of years. You know, you're really kind of on point there, because Rebels was not for me. It was too juvenile. I'm not watching that. It's trash. Garbage. Not watching that. It's not my Star Wars. But once it kind of developed, and we get through season 2, 3, 4, and it the characters develop, the story develops, becomes absolutely fantastic. And now the fans who have grown up with Rebels and embrace Rebels are big. There's a lot of them, and that's because Rebels is such a good show as it develops. Skeleton Crew, if it maintains this kind of level of excitement amongst the fans who are watching it, and the word of mouth grows, yeah, 2, 3, 4 years from now, it may continue that kind of growth, right? Oh my goodness, look who's here. So there's Quentin. He says, definitely has a nice feeling to the show. I like it. And here's my friend. Good to see you, Vader's Lair. Oh, good to see you, my friend. He says, former Jedi. He's talking about who is Jad Nawood. Yeah, you guys, if you're not following Vader's Lair, I know, look, our friend Sheev the Wise was in a fairly significant traffic accident. He's been going through a lot with his health, his work, and all other things, and it's kept him from doing the number of live streams and reviews and that he would like to do. But, you know, our friend is on his way to full recovery and will be picking up again as he's able. Make sure you're following Vader's Lair over on his YouTube channel as well. I used to be that person that didn't watch the animated stuff. Yeah, me too. Especially when it was on like Disney XD. It was on Disney XD, and it was like, ugh. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, Rebels is fire. Well, after season 1, right at the end of season 1, then it picks up. After that, yeah, it is absolutely fantastic. You're telling me all the ancillary Star Wars material isn't being consumed by everyone? What? No, you don't say. You don't say. It's a well-executed show so far. No reason for viewership not to have a positive trajectory. Yeah, I hope so. I really, really hope so. So you guys, the couple of small stories first. We'll just jump into it. And we'll cover these more on Friday, our Star Wars Weekend Review, because there is some news to share. Right? There's some news coming out. There's some leaks that have come out in the last 24 hours, hitting all of the social media waves. Even saw it on the Today Show, NBC this morning. So it's not like it's all that spoilery because it's everywhere. We'll cover that Friday, and then there'll be other things as well. But there's just a few things here I'd like to go through first, and we'll get into this more like on Friday. But look, my friend Baymax sent me this, right? Santa in carbonite. Oh no, somebody's on the naughty list. You can't put Santa in carbonite. No, not good. Secondly, and this I think is extremely exciting. You see, for the vintage collection collectors and fans of the Legends material, the Heir to the Empire specifically, we have some vintage collection releases that look amazing. Here's Joris Cyboff, right? If you don't know who he is, go read the books. You should. But here you see Force Lightning. He's got his lightsaber there. It looks absolutely perfect. Grand Admiral Thrawn from Heir to the Empire with his Slameri right there. Fantastic. Then we have Captain Gilead Paleon. Captain Paleon right there as well. Look, you guys, if you're fans of Legends, the expanded universe, and especially Heir to the Empire, one of the best book series from my younger days. Very, very excited about that. Again, we'll talk more about it on Friday, but I couldn't help but share some of that right now. Let's see. Who else is here? Yeah, let's see. RF Gaming Channel. Good to see. Howdy. Howdy, y'all. Good to see you. Who else is here? I saw somebody else in the chat. I saw a couple other comments. Santa, any chance you'll watch The Bear now? Look, Mumbo Jimbo. I watched 2 seasons of The Bear thinking that maybe it was going to get good. I thought, well, season 1, I understand. You're setting up the show. There's a lot of turmoil. Things aren't going well. He's trying to get his restaurant running the way he wants it running, and it's just not going well. It'll get better once he gets that going, and the show will get good. Watch season 2, and I thought, wait, I thought it was supposed to get good. What happened to it getting good? I reached out to some of my friends and said, does it get good in season 3? Like, I thought it was season 2 was supposed to be really good. And I said, Santa, if you don't like it by now, cut your losses. Abandon all hope. So I'm out. No more Bear for me. I watched 2 seasons of it. No, there's almost every element of that show is not for me. Not for me. I don't like all the bickering, the fighting, the just nonsense. Yeah, no, not doing that. No, not doing it. Santa is impervious to the cold. Maybe not impervious, but the cold, I like it. I like it. Nick, hello. Good to see you, my friend. Michael, hello. Hi. Just wanted to say I'm thankful for your streams, especially since Jason is MIA. What foes, Rob? What foes Rob think of the show? What does Rob think of the show? Oh, so just an update on Jason Ward. I've been chatting with him regularly. We exchanged texts. I talked to him on the phone a couple days ago. Jason is doing quite well. He's busy. He's got another job, and he's doing well. He's doing really, really well. He's just taking a break from the Star Wars reporting. What does Rob think of Skeleton Crew? I don't exactly know. I'm going to think it's not for Rob. That's my guess. But we'll maybe catch him on Friday when we get into that. Vader, there he is. He's been doing a lot better, taking time to heal up. Yes. She keep at it, my friend. Keep at it. Takes some time. No, Mike. No, it's not wonderful. It's not. Not good at all. You guys are great. All right. Let's see if I can get through here. Vader, Santa, I am the cold. Oh, that's great. I am the cold. And in all hope. Yes. Yeah, KG. Yeah, there you go. Nothing's for Rob. That's true too. Does anything make Rob happy? Who knows? Couple of little notes here. You guys have been seeing right down here. We've got a leaderboard. These are the Wall of Fame. These are the folks who in episode 1, you'll see them right there. Brett and KG, RF Gaming Channel, Mike Yaney, Mumbo Jimbo, and Brett Phillips, Mike. And then episode 2, right? This is episode 2. All these folks did better than me in episode 1, or at least as well. Episode 2, Brett Phillips, Mike Yaney, Baymax, KG. KG's Padawan. Oh, she did well too. Mumbo Jimbo, Darth Winnie, RF Gaming Channel, and Skywalker's Academy. All these folks met or exceeded my predictions for episodes 1 and 2. And then we also have this other little bit that we keep a running total. And if you can keep up with Santa on the season, the entire season, then you can win some Star Wars Santa merch. You can get yourself a hat. You can get yourself a jacket, maybe a hoodie. Maybe you want a water bottle or a coffee mug. Anything from the Star Wars Santa merch store, I will buy. They don't give it to me for free. I have to buy it, and I'll ship it to you if you're able to keep up or exceed me on your points. And then I'll I'll give you some merch at the end of the season. So just some incentive for those of you who follow the channel. And look, you don't have to be a supporter. You don't have to support us financially. You don't have to give money. All you have to do is play. Anyone can play. And if you do well, you can win merch. You don't have to be a patron. You don't have to be a YouTube member. You can just do, oh, look. Peanut went way up there. Yeah, she climbed this. There's a pole right here. Do you guys see? She climbed all the way up. You can probably watch her do it. And she's all the way up there now, and she's firing from above. Pew, pew. She's in a good mood. Whoop. She's way up there at the top of the pole. So for those of you who play along, you can compete weekly and show up in the Wall of Fame. You can compete on the season and show up on the leaderboard. And for making the Wall of Fame, we list your name here in this crawler until the next episode comes out. So it's a fun game to play. And I hope that all of you are able to get your predictions in. I did put some the predictions form, the link to the predictions form. It's on Discord. It's on Patreon. It's on YouTube in the members or in the community tab. I put it on Facebook and I put it on Twitter. So that link is everywhere. And if you can't find it in any of those places, look right down there. Look in the description to this stream. You'll find it in the description here as well. Take that link and put your predictions in, and you too can participate here in the predictions game. So we're going to jump into episode 3 predictions. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. Mike Porter. That's hilarious. Oh, that's a good one, Mike. Okay, so there are 10 yes and no questions. And you that have been playing the game, you know how this goes. I'll just expand this up. And I'll show you how it's going so far. You have 10 yes and no questions. You put in who you are, right? You type that in there, and then you answer the yes, no questions. At the end, there's a fill in the blank where you can get a bonus point. And we'll go through that here in just a moment. And with the bonus point, there's 3 scores you can get. You can get 0 because you don't follow the rules. Or you get it wrong. You know, that's true too. You might just get it wrong. That happens. The second one you could get is hold on, I disappeared. There I am. The second one you can get is 1 point. That's just for something that, of course, that happened. Or maybe you saw it in a trailer, right? Anything like that. The 5 pointers are for very specific, defined guesses that are kind of a stretch. They're a reach. They're not give-me's, right? The 1 pointers are give-me's. The 5 pointers, those are true guesses, predictions that are outside of maybe just what is deducible, right? So we'll get in here. And Port Borgo does not count as a planet. That's true. That's absolutely true. Dale put it in there just for clarification. We'll get into there. Even though there were rocks and gravity, right? And a jail. Yeah, it's not a planet. It's not. Yeah, that TVC3 pack is a dream. It's fantastic. So here we go. We're going to get in. We'll go through the predictions. And we have 6 responses in so far. We'll look at what you guys have predicted. I'll put in my prediction, and you can, again, follow the link and put yours in. The first question, a pirate gets shot with a blaster, non-lethal. 100% of you are saying, yep, that's going to happen. So I'll go all the way up here to question 1. For me, it can be on stun or regular, right? They just don't die. I say yes. 2, someone, not a pirate, gets shot with a blaster. So that's question 2. 83% of you say yes. A non-pirate is going to get shot with a blaster. My question, like who? Who would be the non-pirate shot with a blaster? We already defined SME, right? SM33. He's a pirate. He said so. He's a pirate. He's a good guy pirate. A good guy pirate, bad guy pirate, still pirate. Oh, a droid pirate or a human pirate or another species pirate, still pirate. So who's the non-pirate that's going to get shot? I don't know about that. I'm going to say no. I'm joining the 16% in the no category. Someone is killed. Oh, now that could be a pirate, non-pirate, droid. Someone's getting killed. Yep, I'm saying yes. Somebody's. We're going to have some. We're going to have some losses. We visit, and let's see. What do you guys say? Someone gets killed. 66.7%. 2/3 of you say yes. Somebody's dying. Yeah, I say so too. I say so too. 4. We visit more than one world or planet in the episode. Space travel does not count. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. We're going to visit more than one because I think we're going to go back and see the parents who at Aten and what they're up to, and fretting about their children being missing and that they left, and how are we going to find them? Yeah, killed not by a blaster. That counts too, right? Somebody dies, right? But somebody's killed one way or another. They're dead, right? So that counts. More than one. I think we're going to go to Aten. Also, I think the kids are going to the skeleton crew, all right, are going to escape Port Borgo and go to another planet. So I think there's going to be 2 planets: the planet that the kids go to, and Aten. So more than one planet? Yes, I would say yes. You guys, what do you say? 67%, right? 2/3 say yes. Next, a droid will be referred to by name. What about Smee? Smee. They're going to refer to him by name? I say yes. We have a droid that's a main character of the show. And before you say, but Santa, I don't think, didn't he get shot? Ain't he dead? Oh, let's take a look. Let's take a look. There's some evidence that that Smee definitely not dead. So I'm going to go up here. There's some pictures I shared. And of course, a lot going around. You can watch the trailers as well. There's evidence that these kiddos are still traveling around. Oh, wait, it's on my Discord. I go to my Discord and I go to Skeleton Crew spoilers, and I scroll up just a little bit. And there was another trailer, and I took a whole bunch of screenshots and I posted them on the Discord. So I'll post them here just so you guys could see. Okay, so this is the first. You can see the kids here on some sort of snowy planet of some sort. Here, look here. There's Smee. He's right there. He's right there. We've got Jad Nawood right here. And these are the kids, right? In disguise. Pirates, they are. Yarr. Yeah, we've got pirates. We've got Smee. And there's snow in the background if you look out the window. So, yes, I think for sure we've got Smee still in the show. Just a couple other pictures to share here. There they are getting off of their ship. And let's see what else. Oh, this is from the trailer. You see there's this giant crab turtle beast thing up there as well. Is this episode 3 spoiler specifically? I don't think so, KG. I think these are just somewhere in the series. So it's hard to say. Does Star Wars Pirates make you walk the plank? Well, they did airlock somebody, which I think is the same equivalence as walking the plank, right? They took that guy off the ship in episode 1 at the very beginning and airlocked him out into space. Same thing. Dead. No, these are not specifically episode 3 pictures. They're somewhere, but we don't know where. The point is Smee's still alive, right? We've also got some of these pictures. Oh, wait, that went to the wrong window. Put it here. Right? just so you guys can see. These are all pictures I took off of the trailer. You got them here fighting in some sort of situation. We got our little owl critter guy. Have you guys seen this guy? He knows how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll lollipop. Yeah. Oh, the owl guy there. He'll tell you if you go ask. He knows. So this guy here's somewhere in there. Here we go. We've got they set off the trap and the laser shoots above their heads. Again, another picture of Smee hanging out with the kiddos in a cave, right? We've got that. We've got some sort of other planet. It looks like some sort of like it might be a casino kind of situation. You've got that right there. X-Wing in the background. This same planet has snow on it, by the way. It could be the same one. And I'm sure that it is the same one where the casino is. I think this casino planet and this planet are the same. And anyway, so you get the idea. We've also got, look here. This ship is exploding. It is coming apart. It's not doing well. And you can see that it completely gone, right? So that's Smee is definitely still alive. So we get back to our predictions and we say, and I've got more pictures to share, by the way. We'll get to those in just a moment. Predictions. A droid referred to by name, 100% of you say yes. I say yes as well. Cameo from a named character, not a regular on this show. Some examples like Maz Kanata, Hondo Anaka, or Peli Moto. All of these are possibilities. Are they going to happen in this next episode? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I very much love to see at least two of the three, right? At least two of the three show up. I think at this point, maybe none of them will. So I'm just going to say no, because I think that's the most probable. What do you all say? Ooh, 72%, well, 71% of you also say, no, not getting any of those. Yeah, there's Meg. Hello. There's my good friend, Megan. Good to see you, my friend. No cameos in this one. Yeah, I don't think so either. So 71% of you agree. The Onyx Cinder breaks down or malfunctions or is blown up. Well, we see that it is going to be damaged. Damage is coming. Is it the next episode? I'll tell you this. I think that when they escape Port Borgo and they get on the ship and they're leaving, that it'll get shot at least once. So will it be damaged? I think it will be damaged as they escape. I'm not sure it'll be the scene where they're in space and it blows up and somehow they survive. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes to the Onyx Cinder. That's their ship. Is it going to break down or malfunction? 100% of you say no. 100% of you say no. Well, we disagree on that one, my friends. We disagree. I'm going to say yes. Someone uses Star Wars slang. So far, we've had slang in both of the first two episodes. Are we going to see slang in episode 3? I'm going to say yes. We're going to stick with it. And we'll see how many times I get burned by that. But you guys, what do you say? 100% of you also yes. There you go. Question 9. Someone uses the Force observably. Well, 71% of you say yes. We know that we saw in episode 2 him float the keys to himself. And let me see what it says here on our poll. Is John Nawood, is Jod a former Padawan or Jedi? 68% of you say yes. Former Sith, 9% of you say yes. Not a Force user at all, 23%. So I'll end that poll. And so is someone going to use the Force in episode 3? Well, if you watch the previews and you see some of the things that happen, there is a scene where he force pushes somebody. And that could be in their escape from Port Borgo. So I'm going to say yes. 10, a species of droid talks in another language with subtitles to translate. 75% of you say no. We have seen other species speak in other languages, but no subtitles. No subtitles in the show. Now, you could turn on subtitles and you can see what they're saying, but we mean in the show, they say something and then you see the subtitle of what they're saying. So far, that's been a no. I'm going to stay with no as long as that is. And then we have our bonus questions. You guys, you can read the rules here. And we've got your fill in the blanks. Smee gets repaired. Fern's going to cry. We meet the parents. Jude Law is not a Jedi. He has ascendant tech. The kids teach each other. The crew, like he's got a big old magnet to pull those keys, right? Something like that, right? He's faking it. He's faking it. The crew rescues Smee before fleeing Port Borgo. We see the crab creature thingy, and Neil acts homesick in some way, right? So those are your fill in the blanks. I am going to put mine as another gimme, right? I'm not going to use any kind of extra knowledge I may or may not have. So far, I'm going to put. I saw your comment, Meg. I'm going to put the kids escape Port Borgo. Right. So the kids, Jadna, Smee, they all escape Port Borgo. I think that's a gimme. It's a 1-pointer. Just so you guys know, it's a 1-pointer. So there are my responses. Responses for the predictions. Meg says, or KG says, "Oh man, former Jedi should have had 66%." Oh, 68% of you. Somebody, we had one extra yes on that. We could have had a 66% on the Jedi, former Jedi. Meg says, "Does Neil will be blue count?" No. No, that's a 0-pointer, Meg. 0-pointer for Neil is blue in this episode. No, that doesn't count. No. Mumbo Jimbo said, if Jod's faking his force abilities, feel like an overused ripoff of the Obi-Wan show. So Meg, my guess is Fern will not speak Huttese. That's hilarious. You guys are great. There's a few other there's another series of pictures I want to show you guys. I shared these on Meg's Discord, and I'm going to share them here as well. But let me switch this back over to our episode 1, episode 2 Wall of Fame, and let me open up these pictures that I shared on Meg's Discord because I think there's a discussion to be had. I've heard the discussion like on a guy who likes Star Wars, right? I saw Mike's discussion on this, and I disagree with him on, I think, one major point. And I'm going to bring these up just a second, get these pictures ready for you all. And we're going to talk about At-Aten. Is At-Aten going to be destroyed, or at least the community that they lived in, right? Are their homes where they have grown up in their lives going to be destroyed? Are we seeing the destruction of their home? I say no. I say no. Is it on At-Aten? Perhaps. I don't know for sure. But I will say, I don't think so. I don't think that what we see in these pictures is their home, their homes, where they live, their city, where they were. Could be another city on At-Aten, or it could be another planet. But let me show you these pictures so that you guys know what I'm talking about. Let me get this ready here. All right. So let me share this. Okay. So there's this mural on the wall. Mural on the wall. Is this at an after all? Well, I don't know. Meg says at Akron is another location nearby, which is coming soon. Yes, Megan. Meg knows all the things. You guys, if you're not, you guys are all following Meg. I don't know how to say it, right? Meg knows all the things. She's great. So I think this is not. So anyway, let's start here. There's this mural on the wall. You can see there's a window here by where it goes down. There's a doorway right next door. Details matter. Let me say, details matter. Right next to the mural, there's a doorway here, right? So let's go look. You can see here it is again. Same mural on the wall right there. Here's the window right next to it, the doorway, and the mural continues on the other side, right? So there's that, right? See that? Next picture. Oh no, something has changed. Oh, here's the doorway. The picture continues. Here's the picture here. The mural. There's a window over the this little ledge, and there's a doorway next door. Oh, looks very much the same until it doesn't. When we'll talk about that. Take a look here. Again, I say details matter. See this window? This window has a vertical as well as a diagonal kind of feature in this corner. Let's take a look at this one. This one, no vertical. And the diagonal stripe goes right through the middle. Right? Goes right through the middle. This door is open. There's another thing that we should note that in this time, right? Everything's fresh and all of that. Look here, you see all these branches and stuff hanging down, right? Let's get here. Hold on. All right, here we go. Here's another scene. This is a really good view, right? You got the door, the mural. Here's the window, right? It's got this little vertical piece. There's the doorway, all right there. Look here. You have all these growth that's here, right? There's a ton of growth. We got some leaves. Also, if you look here, look at this trim. You've got a light piece with a dark border. And then what's on the outside? Like this maroon kind of looking thing. Let's go back here. Here's the light piece with the dark. And this is more of a gray looking piece. It's certainly not maroon. You say, well, but Santa, the lighting's all different. Maybe it is maroon. You think that's maroon? You think that this is almost as dark as that? You think that this is almost as dark as that? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that this is almost as dark as that. This is a lot closer to this, right? This is not close to that. It's all different. Different, right? I think, and we're just chatting with Matt Risman about this as well. I think that they have a template for a city. It's a planned economy. It's a planned city. Everybody has planned jobs, right? You take your assessment, you get a job. Very much like communist countries in our history. The example we've been using is like North Korea, right? You take a test, you get an assessment, you get placed at a job. China used to be that way, still is to some degree. Russia used to be that, the old Soviet Union used to be that way for sure. And then this one, I think it's very similar. They have this planned city. Everything's planned, and everybody lives in these houses that the government built, that the government provides. And I think that's exactly what we see here. As Skywalker's Academy says, North Korea tracked housing. Yes, I think it's the same thing. KG says they used the same set and changed a few things. I think so, probably. Meg says, Santa, what if I told you the second one is KB's house? Not Fern's house, but KB's house. Well, if it were KB's house, would it have already grown over with vegetation? Would you already have this amount of decay where you've got these are vines and stuff that have grown? We're in maybe an off season where they look dormant. You got leaves coming down. You've got all kinds of growth. Would it already have grown over? If it's KB's house, somebody else's house in that same community, and it was destroyed, is it already that aged? They've only been gone for a short amount of time, right? Let's say that the day after they leave, they're like, oh, the secret's out. Tear it all down. Boom, destroy everything. 5 days later, they show up and you got all these vines that have grown all the way down, and now they're in a dormant state. They've had a growth season so they could grow all the way to the floor, and then it's going dormant. Don't think so. I think not. Remember, though, this is a set photo, not a final edit. Truth. You know, normally when I disagree with Meg is right. You just default. Meg's right. Santa's a knucklehead. He's an old fogey. He don't know nothing. Meg's brilliant. She's always right. In this case, I don't think so, my friend. I don't think so. I think it's a different place. Cookie cutter, North Korea tract housing. They all live in planned city, and this place has been torn down. These kids are going to find this place and be like, whoa, dude, this looks just like my house. What? What's going on? This is weird. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Mike Porter, I see similarities between Guardians of the Galaxy. Don't mention Marvel stuff here, Mike Porter. I have none of it. No, I kid. Guardians of the Galaxy, Suburbia and Skeleton Crew, Suburbia. There is some similarity, right? KG says, I'm no Mark Watney, not a botanist, but yeah, the vines indicate old. Yeah, I think so. And then Meg, I love this too. I love how many theories the show generates. People who aren't watching are missing out. And you know, this is what makes me perhaps the most sad of all things. This has been a brilliant era in Star Wars fandom. I know the fandom's fractured, divided, and there's a hot mess out there. I know that a lot of people have been turned off to Star Wars because of the one or more shows. And many people have just checked out and said, no, it ain't for me, fam. Right. I know that. I know the damage that's gone on within this fandom, but I also know that these shows, to some degree or another, are attracting new fans. Are they attracting at a rate that's replacing the old ones? I don't know. Who knows? Probably not, but whatever. For me personally, I have loved every second of the making theories, forecasts, predictions. What's going to happen next? I love it. And we've had 2 or 3 shows a year to do this, and it's just been wonderful. You know, what's going to happen? I don't know. Does this show stink? I don't know. Doesn't matter. We're having fun, right? We're having fun. We're good looking. We're speculating. And then we're theorizing. We're looking at vines growing on the wall. What genus is that vine? Is that vine too earthy? Bricks and screws. I love all of it. I love all of it. I love hanging out with you guys. And what I'm going to miss going forward is the reduction, right? They're going to move to maybe one live action show a year, maybe even less going forward. And we have to wait for these movies. And then a movie happens, it's an event. So we don't get week after week of predictions and all this. Yeah, I'm going to miss it. Going to miss it. Hopefully we get an announcement of some new animated series. And my friends, we can all continue this with animation, right? I still think the door pictures are an illusion. Dale, hang on to your theories, my friend. Hang on. Maybe John Watts bought a plant to work that day. Yeah, exactly. It's like, my plants are not in good shape. I got to bring them here so we can water them. Look how brown they are. You guys, I need some help. Yeah, water my plants. Yeah, a couple of bad tomatoes in the bushel doesn't mean you should throw them all away. Yeah, exactly. Girl, oh my goodness. My heart. Girls will say, Emerus, I love you so much. Thanks for dropping in. It's good to see you. It is so good to see you. Thanks for dropping you guys. I know this is another good point. Girls with Sabers, they're big time. I mean, maybe at the head of the pack of Raylo, right? They're big time Raylos, right? They love their Raylo. Primarily, it's Ben. It's not a Kylo, it's a Ben, right? Ben and Ray, they love them. I hate the idea so much. At my core, right? They see a huge connection to Beauty and the Beast. I see a huge connection to Phantom of the Menace. They say, Brian, how can you be so dumb? It's clearly not Beauty and the Beast. You're a knucklehead. And I'm like, okay, you guys are smarter than me anyway. Good to see you. I love you guys. Thanks for stopping in. Lobo, wait. So the high evolutionary is in charge of Aten? I think there is a command economy here that where everybody is assigned a job, assigned a role, right? Remember when people said the Clone Wars movie was the end of Star Wars? And fast forward 15 years later, Ahsoka is Star Wars. I am the Senate. Ahsoka says, I am Star Wars, right? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Emma. Let's see. Thrawn Kill. Wasn't the animation movie Treasure Planet a Lucasfilm production? Yeah, I think so. Chillmonger, any idea why this next animated show is still delayed? I do not know, Chillmonger. In fact, I know there's one animated project that's done. It's been done for probably a year now, close to it anyway. And it still hasn't released and still hasn't been announced. And I know specifically what it is. I know what it's all about. But I don't know why they haven't released it. I'm waiting for that. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Will Morgan, hey, I haven't replied to your chat earlier. I'll get a chance here later this afternoon. So I'll be in touch, Will. A Darth Plagueis animated show. Someone's more of a Raylo than Santa. Oh, Meg. This is what my friends do. KG. They're absolutely great. We do love our Raylo and Ben Solo, but we also love peace more. Opinions are opinions. Yes. This is the good side of the fandom, right? Good side of the fandom. Atlantis is also Disney. Yeah, it is. Let's see. It is just caught up. Get caught up. Okay. I think we're all caught up on the chat. I've shown you the pictures of the destruction. I saw that a guy who loves Star Wars, Mike, he showed this other part of the city that was exactly the same as the part of the city that they left. Again, I think it's a different city on or off planet. I tend to think off planet, but I'm not sure. It could also be on planet. And you remember the comment in episode 1, and I think it was like, a scare tactic. so and so missed their test and they sent them to work in the mines, never to be seen again. Well, I think that Meg shared this a long time ago. I think there's a dark side of the planet. Dark, not meaning away from the sunlight, but dark as in life ain't so good. And a lot of people work on a part of the planet where maybe mining, maybe not so nice of a community, maybe life ain't so good, right? So it very well could be that they come back to a different part of the planet and they're like, whoa, this looks just like our city, but it ain't our city. This looks just like my house, but it's not my house. Or it's another planet where they had established this community, and then things fell apart. They destroyed it and moved on and started somewhere else. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm loving this show so far, and I hope that we continue to see it grow. The next question, and I see a question that a point Meg's making. When does this? When exactly in timeline does this happen? Right? And when is this society locked in? Right? So they talk about old Republic credits. Meg, I saw you tweet about this, and there was clarification. We suspected already when they said these are old Republic credits, they meant before the New Republic credits. So like prequel era, maybe High Republic era. They did not mean old Republic era, like KOTOR. They didn't mean that. They meant maybe Palpatine's Republic before it became his empire. Maybe they meant High Republic, somewhere in there. 100, 200, 300 years in the past, they're kind of locked in. They're still trading this currency from that time. It's the current time that they're actually in is with Mandalorian season 3, right after that. So this is in that time frame, but their planet is locked in from before High Republic, maybe regular Republic, right? Meg says, to keep the Republic peace and secure from the Undersecretary screams that Palpatine's loyalist is behind this planet. Well, we know too that there are people on this planet who are communicating off this planet. We have plenty of evidence of that in some of the previews we've seen. Are they working together? What's going on? Right? There's a big secret on this planet, and I am super excited to see how it reveals. What's going on? There's something going on. Are they working with a remnant? Are they working with Palpatine loyalists, or are they completely locked away on their own whatever, right? We don't know. Very good. I mean, I would love to see it. I need some Revan and yes. Old Republic, like the real old Republic, right? Farah did say there's not enough room for everyone at the top. Yeah. It's the man in the Shadow Council who spoke about hyperspace lanes. Did y'all see the Mando movie leak? We did, Meg, and I'm purposely staying away from it in this discussion. We'll bring it up Friday. And if you are available, I would love to talk with you about it as well. And I'm sure here everybody's seen the leak from the Mando Grogu movie, but we'll talk about it, but not now. Yeah, I must go, but I want to jump in and wish everybody a joyful season. Well, many blessings to you, and may you have a merry, merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, Em. Thanks. And let's see. Is that pirate the same actor from Amando? Yes, it is. The one is, absolutely. Are those the same credits Han and Chewie were loading in A New Hope? Could be. Could be. Same kind, anyway. I'm not sure. That's a good question, though, Thronkill. Could be Snoke. Oh, let's let the Snoke theories go. Yeah, I don't think Snoke's around yet. This is again Mando season 3-ish timeline. And is Snoke leading things at that time? Brandon, hello, hello, good to see you. I'm every voice you've ever heard. Mace Windu is hiding out at Atten. Oh, how cool would that be? We get our Mace Windu reveal. I know Meg would scream. There would be a high-pitched scream coming from is it West London? I want to think, Meg, you would hear this big excited shrill scream come out of Meg's dwelling in London. I think that's it. You guys, that's what I've got. I've got one more thing. We always share our Mike Porter dad joke. And Mike, again, has delivered a fantastic dad joke. And we'll get it here. He says, what do you call your former galactic battleship? Well, you call it an X-Wing. An X. Get it? Thank you, Mike Porter. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic dad joke for the day. Meg, if Mace Windu is in Skeleton Crew, automatically better than any other show. I don't make the rules. That's true. You don't make the rules. It's just true. It's the way it is. Thank you all so much. I've had a great time hanging out with you today. Tonight, we get our next episode of Skeleton Crew. Tomorrow, I hope to be here to break it down with you, go through our predictions, see how we did. How do you do on your predictions? And can you make the Wall of Fame? Can you maybe make it onto the leaderboard, season leaderboard? Can you imagine if Mace hit out at Atten and told them Republic's fine? It's fine. All's good. It's fine here. Nothing to worry about. There's nothing. I don't think that's Mace's current whereabouts. I tend to think that he's down in the substructures of Coruscant with a little memory issue going on, right? Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. And Meg, Supervisor Windu, a word, please. Oh, could you imagine if it ended just like in Acolyte, where Venestra goes in, the door opens, and Yoda's sitting in there? This ends, and we see Jod go back to wherever he, resides, and he walks in a room, door opens, and Mace Windu sitting in there. Cut to close. Oh, cut to close right there. Mace Windu sitting there. Yeah, how about that? That would be fun. That would be great. All right, enough of the silliness. Thank you all for being here. I hope you have a wonderful, brilliant day. And until next time, my friends, Merry Christmas, and may the Force be with you always. Bye-bye.